Welcome back to the Knowledge Hub podcast. If you're building a product with artificial intelligence, what do you think the biggest security risk is? If your first thought was the AI model itself, you might be looking in the wrong place. It turns out the biggest vulnerability in most AI products isn't the model, it's the workflow wrapped around it. For years, we've thought about software security in terms of infrastructure, code, and permissions, but AI changes the game. The question is no longer just, can someone break into the system? It's become, can someone manipulate the system into producing the wrong output, exposing the wrong data, or making users trust something they shouldn't? This shifts security from just an engineering problem to a product architecture problem, and there are a few key risks that teams often underestimate. First, let's talk about how AI fails. Traditional software usually fails loudly. You get an error code, a frozen screen, or a broken page. It's obvious something is wrong. AI, on the other hand, can fail silently and confidently. It can produce an answer that's completely wrong, but deliver it with all the fluency and authority of a correct one. This is what experts call the confident mistake, and it's dangerous because we're wired to trust things that sound sure of themselves. If an AI is just recommending a music playlist, a confident mistake is no big deal, but if it's influencing healthcare or financial decisions, that quiet failure becomes a serious problem. The second major risk, and maybe the most underestimated, is data leakage through permissions. Imagine an AI assistant in your company's software. A user might ask it to summarize all accounts at risk. If that AI has been given access to too much information, it can easily become a backdoor, bypassing the user's actual permissions. The rule here is simple, but it's often missed in practice. The AI assistant should never know more than the user is allowed to know. This means being strict about data minimization, only giving the model the exact information it needs for a task and nothing more. Permissions must be enforced before the AI retrieves information, not after it has already seen it. Finally, this brings us to a really interesting idea. In AI products, the user experience is a security layer. Many teams think of AI guardrails as a single filter you add at the end to catch bad outputs. But in reality, effective guardrails are a whole system of decisions. When an AI model has low confidence in its answer, the backend can detect that, but it's the user experience, the UX, that decides what the user sees. Does it show the risky answer anyway? Or does it guide the user to a safer path, saying something like, that image is too dark for a reliable analysis, please retake it in better lighting? That simple design choice prevents a bad input from becoming a trusted but wrong output. It's how UX turns uncertainty into a safe and manageable experience. So as we build more AI into our products, the most important shift is realizing that security isn't just about locking the doors, it's about designing a safer conversation.